Did you just experience yet another morning where you hit the snooze button because you didn't sleep well the night before? As you were trying to get back to sleep, you started thinking about your to-do list, the emails you need to respond to, other expectations of you from others, and you're wondering how you're going to get through the day. You know you don't have to feel that way. Are you surprised I said that? Today's show is all about helping you by giving you 5 ways that you can break free from those negative thoughts that you start thinking about after you've hit that snooze button and you're still in bed. I can't get into your head and stop the thoughts. You may want me to do that, but technically I can't do that. But what I can do is share with you actions you can take to help you pivot yourself from the negative thoughts towards more positive thoughts. Let's do this. No more negativity. We are choosing happy. Come on in. Today is a new day and you have a choice. Do you want to stop the negative thoughts and live your life free of the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way of living a happy life? If you answered yes, you're in the right place. Hi, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. I am so happy you're here. My name is Marie. I'm a happiness coach and author of the Choose Happy affirmation cards. For the majority of my life, I didn't feel I deserved to live a happy life due to past trauma that had happened to my family. So how does someone who didn't feel worthy of being happy finally live a happy life? Well, I learned the power of choosing happy. In 2020, I felt called to share what I learned with others. I authored affirmations to rewrite the negative thoughts that were a constant cycle in my head. And I published those affirmations that has become the Choose Happy affirmation card deck. It is now over 600 card decks in circulation internationally. You are not your negative thoughts. You deserve to be happy today. In this podcast, you will learn 3 things. The first, you will learn positive self-talk using affirmations aligned with healthy habits. Number 2, tangible ideas to overcome the limiting beliefs. And number 3, everyday living solutions to cultivate a positive mindset and live a happy life. It's time to get off the hamster wheel of everyday living and intentionally living our life, one Choose Happy choice at a time. Come on in. We are choosing happy. Hi, how are you? Wow, is it just me or is the summer passing by way too quickly? I hope you're having a good one so far. How are you enjoying the past 2 episodes that I recorded for the show? The last one was a book review on Atomic Habits by James Clear. And the one before was a top 10 binge watching type of show. So those were 2 longer episodes that I did so that, you know, if you're hanging out on the beach or at the cottage or running errands, gardening, that you had a longer episode to listen to. I would love to hear what you thought of those 2 episodes. I always love to hear from you, but I'd love to hear if you do like having longer episodes. So do send me an email. Link is in the show notes. And let me know. Let me know if this is something that you'd like to have more of. Before I do get into today's show, I'd like to thank a listener for providing a review. And she actually provided a review via email. Did you know you can do that? I have heard from a few of you that you are feeling a little puzzled as to how to leave a review for the show on your podcast app. So please know that you can leave your review by sending me an email. It doesn't go through the podcast, but I'm able to see the review that you would like me to know about. So that can work as well. If you can leave a review in your podcast app, it does help the show be searched. It does help others find the show. And maybe you found the show that way as well. So if you are enjoying the show, please do take a minute. It really just takes a minute to leave a review so that those who can benefit from the show can find it. So thank you. And in case you're wondering, but Marie, I don't know how to do this. Okay. All right, I'll give you a brief overview right now of how to do it. I'm going to use the platform of Apple, but I'm sure it's similar to the other platforms as well. Here we go. You ready? You could always play this episode again when you are ready to do the review. First thing is you open the podcast app. Then you select the word search from the bottom row of the icons. It's on the bottom right. And you enter the name of the show. Choose Happy with Marie into the search field. Then you select the show under shows. There's 3 headings. It'll say top results, shows, and episodes. Select the shows option. And then you'll see the show and you select it. You scroll down past the first few episodes until you see the words ratings and reviews. It's actually right under the show trailer. And then you select write a review. That's it. There you'll have an option to rate the show on a scale of 0 to 5, a 5-star scale. And I hope you pick 5 stars. And you can write a review that is optional. I always do appreciate if you do leave a few words because it helps to describe the show to others who are looking to test out the show. You write a title, you write something in the body, and then you just select send. And it sends it automatically to the podcast app. And that's it. That's how you can leave a review for the show. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to do that. All right, I just want to dig into the review from Debbie. Debbie, thank you so much for your review. It goes as follows. The cards are amazing, so beautiful, and the affirmations are wonderful. I have already picked a few as my favorites. Your podcast and cards have been a huge part of changing my mental health. I am grateful for that. I am grateful to you, Debbie, for taking the time to send me that email and letting me know that you are enjoying the affirmation cards. That's just awesome. And that you're enjoying the podcast as well. So grateful to have you. I believe you're in the Facebook group too. So that's really awesome to have you with us, joining us in all those different ways. So for those of you who have wanted to leave a review, but you still can't figure out how to put it on your podcast app, just send me an email like Debbie did. I would be very happy to hear your feedback. Email is in the show notes. All right, let's get to today's training. When the sun rises every morning, what if we saw this as an opportunity to live a positive day? I don't know about you, but when I wake up and I see a blue sky and the sun is out, I can just sense my mood change. Does that happen to you as well? Unfortunately, depending on where you live, we can't always have those bright sunny mornings. So how can we still use the morning's energy to help us break free from the negative thoughts and start our day in a positive light? Well, that's what today's show is all about. We are breaking free from the negative thoughts as soon as we get out of bed. Here are some tips on starting your day in a positive light. You can do them in any order that resonates with you and with your life. But I do want to preface 3 things. Okay, you ready? Number 1, if possible, don't hit the snooze button. Get out of bed. Did you know that interrupted sleep every 5 to 10 minutes actually does more damage than good? Have the self-discipline to get up. The longer you stay in bed, the shorter the time you have for your morning routine. So get yourself out of bed. Number 2, open your curtains, your blinds. Bonus if the sun is shining in. The sunlight can really help our mood. And the third one, you ready? Think you know what I'm going to say? Don't look at your phone. Only look at it if you are expecting a message from a loved one. Everything else can wait for like 30 minutes to an hour while you have your morning routine. If you do use your phone as your alarm, then only use it as the alarm and don't look at it again. Unless you're using an app, a meditation app or some app that gives you nice music that you're listening to, or if you're reading on your phone, but you have to silence all notifications so that you don't get interrupted during your morning routine. So that's the 3 things, okay? So before we go into the 5 ways, I had to preface with that. I don't think I said that word properly. My apologies. Preface. There are just some words I do struggle with. All right, the first one. Okay, the first way that you can tap into the morning energy to help you break free from negative thoughts. The first one, choose. I'm empowering you here. Choose to live your upcoming day choosing happy. Yes, you get to make the choice. Cultivate a positive mindset first thing by making this choice. I like to use the Choose Happy affirmation cards first thing in the morning because they are positive words. So if you're trying to rewrite your thinking, if you have a lot of negative thoughts, you don't exactly have positive thoughts. So somehow you need to find a vehicle, something to give you the positive thoughts that you can say to start retraining your brain to think in a positive way. I especially like the first card that's in the affirmation card deck, the Choose Happy affirmation card deck, because it is my absolute favorite. I actually have it near my bed, and I really, really appreciate it, and it reminds me that I have the choice. And that affirmation is called I Choose Happy. And display that affirmation card where you will see it first thing in the morning. Say the affirmation 3 times, whether it be in your head or out loud if you can. And be intentional. Say that's what you want for your day and that you're going to make it happen. You're going to make the choices that will result in a Choose Happy day. You can display the card with a stand that comes with the card deck, a beautiful cedar stand made from the wood from the trees in British Columbia, Canada. So that's a beautiful, smells really nice too. It smells like cedar. Or you can also frame it. I've heard from listeners where you take the card and you put it in, I think it fits in a 5x7 or 4x6 frame. I can't recall. It depends if you want to put a border around it or not. And if you don't have the card deck, this affirmation, I Choose Happy affirmation, is available in the sample pack that comes with a Choose Happy morning routine. It's the free resource that I have on the website. So you download that PDF and there are 5 affirmations that come with that guide. And the link is in the show notes. So if you'd like to have that. So that's the first thing you get to choose. The second thing, write in your notebook or journal. Take at least 15 minutes to write about how you're feeling that morning. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how do I feel today? And listen. Really listen. Sometimes all we need is somebody to hear us. Somebody just to finally hear us, what we have to say. What if the pages in your notebook is that person to hear what you have to say? When we write down what we're really feeling, truly feeling, we start feeling validated. And it's not because somebody else validated us. It's because we validated ourselves. Because we listened to ourselves. We connected with ourselves. And if you're hesitant to write how you're really feeling on that piece of paper, like in that notebook or in that journal, I highly recommend you destroy it afterwards. That's very powerful. You write what you're really feeling and then you destroy it in a way that nobody can read it. You are validating how you feel. And then you are protecting your feelings by not anyone reading it, if that matters to you. If that doesn't matter to you, if you're not worried at all about anybody reading your stuff, that's not a big deal. But for some of us, maybe we may feel that what we're saying, we don't want anybody else to see. So if that is the case for you, destroy it afterwards. Just shred it up, rip it up, scrunch it up, whatever works for you. So that's really important. It gives you the platform to download your negative thoughts that you may have. And before you finish that 15 minutes of writing, I want you to give thanks for 1 to 3 things that you feel grateful for right now in your life. When we give thanks first thing in the morning, we are putting out positive energy into the universe. And also because you have been writing about negativity, if you are dumping down your negative thoughts, you're asking yourself how you're feeling. If you're feeling negative and you're writing about that negativity, ending the day's entry, that piece of paper, or if you want to just think about 3 things that you're grateful for, you can do that as well. It will help you pivot from the negative thoughts that you were writing about to the positive thoughts. Gratitude is positivity. The more grateful you can be in your life, the more positive energy you are attracting to you and your life. So that's number 2. Number 3, you can read a few pages from a book. Remember books? For some of us, we're still reading books, but I've talked to many people that tell me they don't have time for a book, and maybe that's the case for you too. And I get it. We are all busy. What I invite you to do is to pick a book that you would like to read, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. It doesn't matter. Something that interests you and makes you happy. And that book can take you a month to read. It can take you 2 months to read if you're only reading 1 or 2 pages a day. But you will finish reading the book if you want to, if you're enjoying the book. Don't continue reading a book you're not enjoying. Feeding your mind with positivity takes effort. It really, really does. You have to be intentional with what you choose to do. And when you do these positive activities first thing in the morning, then you're bringing positivity to your day. And notice, I haven't yet said to scroll social media. You need to be really careful with social media. Yes, there's a lot of ideas out there. I love getting on Pinterest and getting ideas and YouTube videos. I mean, there's so many how-to, there's Google University, right? But in the morning, you need to not scroll social media. No mindless scrolling. If you're going to go on social media, be intentional. If your purpose is to connect with others, say happy birthday messages, for example, on Facebook, that's connection with others. That's not mindlessly scrolling. So that's what I'm referring to is be intentional with what you choose to do in the morning. So if you don't like to read, what else could you do? This is about doing something that you enjoy. Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint? Do you like to color? What could you do that's 15 minutes, for example, or 30 minutes? And do that. And yes, you may have to wake up earlier. Getting up earlier is worth it because you are giving yourself the gift of time. Time and energy. You should have more energy in the morning than if you would have after a workday. So keep that in mind. Number 4, eat breakfast. Starting your day with foods that are rich in high quality protein and or fiber, it helps us feel full and it gives us good nutrition, which is a great way to start our day. Examples can include if you can eat these foods, eggs, oatmeal, fruit. And also remember that a balanced breakfast can help our mood. That's a big thing. The next time you're not feeling great, maybe reflect on what you've eaten in the past few hours. Or did you eat it all? Because that can really affect our mood. Absolutely. Don't skip breakfast. Oh, yes. And if you're looking for a tip about drinking more water, check out episode 24. I did an episode about 3 toxic morning habits to stop, where I gave you my hack that has helped me drink more water before 9 a.m. I also mentioned this hack that I did and when I did the review for the Atomic Habits book, the previous episode. I also referred to that as well. And last but certainly not least, number 5, morning walk. Get outside while the weather is cooler. In the summer, if it gets too warm for you. Fresh air, access to the sun, it benefits both our mind and our body. When we're walking, our body releases hormones that helps make us feel better. And if you walk in or near nature, that's even better. There's something about being in nature that helps to ground us. The beauty, the simplicity. So if you want to hear more about the benefits of morning walks, if this is not enough to convince you to do so, check out episode 48, Ditch Morning Negative Thoughts Through Movement, the benefits of morning walks. And after a few days of your morning walks, you may find that you sleep better and maybe you have increased energy to live your upcoming day. So walking is a good thing, whether it's in the morning or any time of the day. I'm going to leave you with a little a bonus quote, because I love leaving you with a quote. This quote is from Yoko Ono, and it goes as follows. So this is a bonus thing you can do in the morning to help break free from negative thoughts. Smile in the mirror. Do that every morning, and you'll start to see a big difference in your life. A quote by Yoko Ono. I hope today's show has given you a few ideas to improve your morning routine. So just to recap the 5 ways that I mentioned, that things that you can do to help break free from negative thoughts when you first wake up. Number 1, choose to live your upcoming day choosing happy. Make that decision. Use affirmation cards, the Choose Happy Affirmation Card deck or the sample pack that comes in the free resource, and the link is in the show notes. Number 2, write in a notebook. Take 15 minutes to reflect on the negative thoughts that you're having and end that day's entry with 1 to 3 things that you are grateful for at that moment in time. Number 3, read a few pages from a book. If you don't like to read, find something else that does make you happy, drawing, painting, just not social media, not mindlessly scrolling social media. Number 4, eat a well-balanced breakfast. Number 5, a morning walk. And remember to smile, thanks to Yoko Ono. Before I go, I want to leave you with another quote. This one is from Louise Hay that summarizes the importance of being intentional with your morning routine. And it goes as follows. How you start your day is how you live your day. And how you live your day is how you live your life. Stop starting your day behind the 8 ball. Get up earlier. Give yourself the gift of time for you before you start giving to your family and to your job. A friendly reminder, if you are looking for a helpful guide for your morning routine, do check out the free resource I have. The link is in the show notes. Wishing you a wonderful week. Choosing happy. Cheers! I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If so, please take a minute and share this episode with a family or friend who could benefit from it. I'd also love it if you could take 30 seconds and leave a review on your podcast app. Just scroll down and you'll see the space to leave a review. Doing this helps the show be found by others who are also looking to break free from negative thoughts and live a happy life. Remember to sign up to become a Choose Happy member to receive free resources as they become available. Link is in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Take good care and see you next week.